I mean, funny podcasters like a clown. We amuse you.
Oh, Dom will know this one.
No,
you don't know this one.
I thought this plays into his genre.
Do I amuse you?
I mean, funny like a clown. I amuse you.
I'm assuming it's gangster related.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Is it a Pesci?
It is a Pesci.
Yeah.
Is it? It's not. Is it Goodfellas?
Yeah.
It is.
Got there eventually.
Well done.
No.
I did, and this is the only geekiness I've got. That whole scene is based off of Joe Pesci's actual experience in serving a mobster. They completely ad-libbed it, and he basically had a situation which was similar to that when he was working as a waiter.
Nothing more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy.
That's all right. Welcome back, everyone listening. Back to normality for us. This should go out on a Monday, so we're all good. No illnesses in my house anymore. Well, not really. I just wanted to say congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations to you too.
Do you know why?
No.
What country did we...
No, not because of that.
Have we hit a number?
Oh,
we have.
Well, this is podcast number 14, and
correct.
If you go track back, we've had 13 and 13 extras.
Yep.
Which would add to
26.
So we're in the second half of a year, if we look at it like that. We've actually done half a year.
Oh, right. Okay. Cool.
This is the 27th podcast overall, so
I see what you mean.
We've at least made half a year of weekly podcasts. Are you impressed with yourself? You didn't even realise time flies when you're having fun.
Has it been that long?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, Dominic sounds like he wants out already.
No, it's amazing. It's gone so quick.
Genuinely. We have to go for 4 years to do all 100 of them.
Yeah, fine at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, keep going then.
As we stand.
Fine at the moment. Yeah. He's already given himself out.
Yeah.
Preempting.
Okay, well, I'm not going to waste any more time than that. I congratulated you. You brushed it off very quickly. I will crack straight into an icebreaker. Ooh. So I asked for a little bit of help here, and Matthew came up with an absolute cracker for me. I really enjoyed thinking about this. He wanted us to discuss the icebreaker. Why would you watch a film over a TV show?
Yep. I've got a definitive answer.
You have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you like it?
Hold on.
Like it?
Dominic's claiming he's got the answer.
Well, no, my.
He means that he knows his answer to this one.
I've actually thought about
previously where he hadn't thought about it at all.
You've actually written something down, is what you mean?
I've not written anything down, but I read it and I made some notes in my head.
He's prepared as usual.
Yeah.
I have stuff written down every time.
No, I don't.
It's called prep.
Yeah, but why can't you remember
Because I've got so much information to remember.
He's got to try and find a quote for you that you might know.
On someone else's
Well, we'll talk about this week's podcast later. Okay. And yes, I have got some quotes. But come on then, Dominic. Why would you watch a film over a TV show?
Mainly because I want to know the ending. That is mainly my bulk of it. And it's something I can watch in an evening and it finishes. And I don't have to then... So with a good series...
So you never start something that you know has multiple films?
If they lead on... Well, no, it's still got an ending, because normally... As an example, Rebel Moon, which just come out. There's 2 parts of it.
Yeah.
In June. They still have an ending. It's not...
It's a temporary ending, though. The same as the end of an episode.
It's not a cliffhanger.
If you watch a sitcom, they definitely have an ending to each episode.
No, well, it depends. Well...
Yeah, that's true. Independently.
I'm thinking of things like Invincible, where they all lead on, so you don't know what the end is yet until the end of the series.
Will they ever get there?
Well, I was about to say, isn't that just
no, that's why. That's my
general
point. It never ends.
Okay,
but
it's a good
film
reason.
Does completely finish.
So you can't watch any MCU because they might never finish.
Yeah, but they're all separate.
They do. I know what he means. They do finish.
Jem does too.
I'm only playing devil's advocate because I've actually got something very similar written down.
What have you got then?
It tends to be standalone, is why I want to watch a film. It's not as much of an investment in terms of time. Always tends to have a completed story, is what I wrote, whereas a series doesn't. And generally, if I get into a series, I then want to watch more and more and more. until I finish something. And I very rarely drop a series.
So exactly what I just said.
Yeah, basically.
No, because I put it in a more poignant way.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
And
Didn't
also,
verbalise it properly. Sorry.
I hate when I get to the end of the series, that gut feeling that you've lost something. Like,
I know what you mean.
when you invest in something,
Only
like I'm a
when
little
it's
bit
good.
scared at the moment.
Only
I've got
when
a
it's
couple
good,
that come
though.
into the end. When it's really good,
Yeah.
you then think, there's this sort of disappointment
It's
that there's going to
also-
be no new bit. But I don't get that with films as much.
Do you not?
Go
Do you
on.
not find that in TV shows though? You get to the end of a series and then you're like, they've tied me in for the next one now, and I've got to wait.
No, I'm the opposite. I like that, and then I get this I don't know,
urge.
No, it's this sort of. I want to say it makes me a little bit
It looks like
unhappy, depressed
Oh, I
when you
see.
get to the end of a really good
Yeah.
series and you know
it's
that's
grief.
it.
It's grief. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
it is. It's grief,
Grief
of
of
the
the
series.
loss of the series.
But I don't get that as much in films.
No.
I appreciate and almost celebrate the end of a film.
But that's because it's short enough that you can watch it again. So therefore you can't experience it for the first time again, but the good films you don't need to experience for the first time.
No, I also put, by the way, that I can pick a film and already know that I can change my mood more than I can with a series.
I find it difficult to pick a new series as well. If you've got a good one, that's another reason. With
you
films, there are
can't.
many,
You
many
cannot
films.
be my wife at scrolling through the pages
Forever.
That's why we go to the Balls of Doom for film.
Yeah.
And sorry, it depends whose they are.
Searching forever.
But yeah, honestly,
I've chosen all of the films that we're going to watch because both can't decide. She puts ones on the list, and I'm like,
I also put my
Okay.
last bit was I sometimes find that series can be too drawn out because there's not really enough content for a series. It should have been a film. Like my worry would be Harry Potter's coming up. If they turn it into a series, can they keep you for that long?
I think they can for that, but I understand what you're saying. Sometimes you do think, actually, do you know what? I could have done without 4 of those episodes.
Like we complain
led me
about a
away.
3-hour film. How do you make that 14 hours?
yeah,
See, I reckon I'll pay more attention to a film.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That's the other thing, because it's like, it's a film, I need to watch it. Whereas if it's a TV series, I'll go make a cup of tea or something in the middle.
Oh no, I'll pause for cups of teas.
No, I won't.
it's because it's shorter the series, so you have the extra
I'll
time.
end up catching up on stuff. It'll be fine. I also think things like quality of movies are slightly better most of the time. Less so more recently.
I mean,
but
they've got bigger budgets generally, haven't they?
yeah, picture looks better. Like cinematography is
The
better.
picture looks
I know
better.
what you mean, yeah.
You don't
They
get
spend
like
more on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like June. You go to the cinema and watch that on a big screen.
Still haven't seen it.
Just amazing view. You don't really get that all that often on TV shows.
No, they have to be quick paced in TV shows generally.
Mostly.
They've also got a set, and they've got to pay for that week in, week out. So they probably do spend just as much, but just cost more because they
Different
take
ways.
like years to do it. Yeah,
Mr. Finance came in there, didn't
it
he?
did. Yeah, well, that's probably why. But yeah,
Do you want to tell everyone that you used to work for somebody who used to produce TV series?
yeah, I used to work on Mason Studios.
Oh,
yeah.
there you go,
Oh,
there
so
you go.
maybe that's why you know all this information,
Maybe,
Mr. Finance.
production. But yeah,
Nice.
Okay, I think we all agree then. There's a time for films, and there's a time
Despite
for
the
series.
fact that series are actually longer than films.
I also think it's changed since I've become a dad because you have less time. Therefore, I'd rather watch a film because I used to be able to just binge a series over like a weekend.
You can't do a weekend binge.
No
chance.
Oh God, I'd love to do that. Just sit there and just
Or a
watch
late night binge.
Yeah,
Like, I'll stay up till 2, 3 o'clock and watch the last couple of episodes.
yeah, not anymore. No.
Hold on, you two sleep in compared to my ones.
I know, but still, I'm not going to bed at
I'm not
3.
saying, yeah.
No chance.
I did used to. Used to stay up and watch something till 3
No,
o'clock.
you
and then
didn't.
go,
We talked about this before. You used to leave the DVD on roll and fall asleep, and then we'd come in and turn off the TV.
Yeah.
And your light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. All worked out, didn't
I
it?
do remember that. Yeah, just being like, oh, what is that noise?
Family Guy. It's usually Family Guy with
Family
Peter laughing.
Or it was coupling.
I haven't watched that for ages.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to watch
But
that.
yeah.
Okay.
there we go.
Well, now you understand what went on in our household when we were all young adults. But let's move on to podcast number 14, we randomly picked after the first double. We like to add in the first double up. We didn't have to do London again. We picked number 28. Has a grumpy old character. So top 5 films that has a grumpy old character. Dominic is currently shaking his head because he loved picking these.
I had heard it as a grumpy old man, so I've just focused on that.
Oh right, okay. I was very specific about it.
Can I just say I've done that as well, and I didn't even realise. And I send you the message that says exactly what the time.
That's why I asked. So I was like, was it a man? I'm sure it wasn't a man. It was just a character.
I looked at it, said character,
however,
and then still went.
That being said, being a grumpy old character does lend itself to men in movies.
Agreed.
And I would add a repetitive amount of people as well. There are some typecast.
There are some actors that do a lot of the same.
Who do a lot of old grumpy men
because they're all old.
Well, no, they weren't one day.
Yeah, no, but now they're.
Some people get famous off of that.
I have a question for you that leads in. Now, how old counts as old? Because
Dominic thinks 1980s.
Well, I have a thing about, and I don't think this is going to be in your lists. There's an 80s film that references, someone says in an 80s film, I'm getting too old for this stuff. He doesn't say stuff.
But it's not your choice whether you're old or not. If you want to go down my reckoning, I try and use, obviously being a mathematician, I always state that I'm middle-aged because it's like 84 is the average lifespan. You've got 3 parts to it. You've got your early age, your middle age, and your late age. So you have to be in your late age, which will be about 54 and above.
Well, I've gone with older than me. I've gone with older than me. But in the film, do you know what film I'm talking about?
Well, is it on your list?
No.
Well, then pause, because it could be on ours. You can't start this.
But that's what I mean. You'd know if it was on.
Let's find out, and you can discuss this at the end.
But it clarifies why I've chosen the ages I have.
Nope.
Fine. I'll talk about it later then.
I think my youngest is
old.
60.
Okay.
How do you know?
What?
How do you know?
How do I know what?
They're 60.
Because he looked up their ages.
But are they playing a 60-year-old? Because some of them might be playing 50-year-olds.
They're playing someone their age, yes. And that's why I know.
He's prepped that part of the podcast.
Okay.
Because all the others are just old. Really old.
Right, so. you start then. I think Dom starts this week.
What? Okay.
Hold on.
All right, what?
I also think there's going to be duplication here.
There will be for some, for sure.
I don't know.
Oh, because Matthew's got grumpy old character and we've got grumpy old men, Dom.
I think one. I think we're going to cross over on one.
I think there might be one.
I think there might be one for all of us.
Okay. I have, yes.
Let's find out.
I don't think it's... Yeah, I think I'm going to surprise you, but yeah.
Okay.
Am I going first then?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay, so the youngest on my list.
Is it done in age order?
No, it's not. No.
Is it done in grumpiness order?
And I mix it.
You mean you don't have an order? You've got 5, and this could be any order.
No, it's an order. It's an order of they're old, grumpy, and somewhere or another, and it's the fifth in terms of how much I like the film.
Okay, so it's to do with the film.
Is it to do with? Mine's not always to do with the film. It is also to do with how much I like the grumpy character.
Not how grumpy they are, how much you like the grumpy. Also, by the way, can I just... You just reminded me... Does anyone's grumpy character stay grumpy? Because quite often they're on an arc, aren't they?
No, mine don't.
Yes.
They're not grumpy the whole time. No. None.
Mine are grumpy most of the time.
But not even at the end we find them lovable or they've got a twist or anything like that. Because I struggled to find somebody who consistently remains
I've got a
grumpy.
couple that remain grumpy throughout.
Well, we will judge that.
You will.
So Dominic, you're number 5. Apologies.
Yep. I'm not sure you guys have seen this, so the quotes won't help and things like that. But
I don't know.
2017.
Why wouldn't we have seen it?
I just don't think I've ever heard you talk about it.
Okay. Might still know about it though.
Might just think it's a rubbish film.
Right, 2017.
12A. 7 out of 10 IMDb, and it is, this for Jim, 2 hours and 6 minutes, Jim.
Jeremy knows it now.
No, but it gives me a good idea.
Right.
So, I'm going to go straight for my clue. I'm not going to give you the plot. I think it's comedy drama. Sorry. I've got the category that sits in it.
Comedy drama 2017.
12A, 7 out of 10, 2 hours, 6 minutes.
Okay.
There's one, I'm going to give you a scene pretty much. There's a memorable scene where both the main characters are stoned and they go out and buy a significant amount of hot dogs.
Hot dogs. I was thinking of another film it could have been where there's an old grumpy man.
I like the fact you haven't
stoners, but
clarified how many hot dogs. Just a significant.
Have you got the character's name, and would we know it?
What are the names in the title?
No, you wouldn't know.
Oh, you're thinking
They're not
White Castle,
memorable.
weren't you? Oh, I thought you were talking Harold and Kumar.
Yeah,
They're not
they're not
memorable
old.
names. No.
And then I thought Road Trip,
no.
but okay.
Okay. Keep going then. Give us
So
something
it's,
else.
it's based on. In fact, this is
Oh, it's
clever.
2017. It's
Yeah.
quite recent.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Based on a French movie. So it's a remake of a French movie called The Intouchables.
Oh,
And it's there you go. So it's a comedy look at a relationship between a wealthy man with quadriplegia and an unemployed man with a criminal record who's hired to help him.
I've heard. Do you know what? Now you said what it was, the French original. That somewhere has hit the back of my head, but don't know what it is.
So he goes for an interview essentially just to get a signature. He's never done this role before, but a wealthy man who is in a wheelchair.
And the wealthy man is a grumpy man.
He's the grumpy man because
Right.
he's in a wheelchair. And he's
What's the
lost his
name of the
wife.
grumpy man?
I don't have that down.
Oh my goodness.
Only because it won't make a difference.
Makes a difference
But
to me.
he's the main
Philip.
character.
His name is Philip.
Is it?
Yes, I've got it here.
Okay.
Philip what?
It won't make a difference.
Okay.
It's based on a real person. That's what the French film. But it's got Nicole Kidman in.
Yep.
Kevin Hart and Bryan Cranston.
I have definitely not heard of this film. Is he going to have to give it to us?
Yeah, he's going to have to tell us.
It's called The Upside.
Oh, no, I haven't
No.
seen it.
So the
No.
whole plot is
Not sure I've
essentially-
even
Is
heard of
exactly
it.
as you said.
exactly what I've said, yeah.
And why is he...
He's grumpy because he's in a wheelchair and he's lost his wife,
And who plays that character?
Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston. Okay.
And then Kevin Hart comes along just looking for any sort of job because he's just got out of prison.
That's weird. I actually think I have seen this film.
And
He's got like a
Stuck with you.
massive apartment with
Huge.
really high ceilings.
penthouse apartment, yeah.
And Kevin Hart is an ex-criminal, or
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
that's right.
And he goes in for a signature.
I have
from the
seen
parole
this
officer.
film.
Who's Nicole Kidman then? In
She's the kind of
Lady
not
who looks
carer,
after him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But she's
God,
moving
that's
on.
so weird. I've just
So
forgotten that whole film, and
She
it
controls
comes
his
back.
money
Right.
as well because he's a wealthy billionaire.
And Jeremy, is Bryan Cranston's character, is he grumpy? Because I've got no reference.
Oh yeah, for the majority of it.
Okay.
Yeah, until the end when he starts to
He softens.
he softens because
Kevin
Kevin
Hart's
Hart-
so
Kevin
funny.
Hart brings into his life
Right.
what he's been missing.
A friend.
Well,
just enjoyment. He just
Okay.
makes him realise that it's not worth dying.
there's a lot about car as well, isn't there? Does he take him in a car?
Oh, he has lots. He has lots of money, loads
Yeah.
of cars, but he can't drive because he can't
Okay.
move.
No.
Was it a good film?
I loved it. Yeah, it's really
Okay.
funny. Really funny.
I did enjoy it. I can remember enjoying it. I just completely forgot about it.
He just does all the things.
The
that,
Upside is called.
the
right?
upside.
Kevin
yeah.
Hart basically does what anyone in his situation would do. Is like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing this?
Yeah,
Why
get up
aren't
and
you
go.
doing this?
Come on, just get
Okay.
going. Yeah.
Stop being a miserable sod. Let's do this.
And he's into art, and he buys loads of art, and then Kevin Hart does a picture, and they kind of flog it,
Oh, right.
Like,
Yeah,
funny.
pretending. Yeah,
pretending it's something really, really important, but it's not. But yeah,
Oh,
no,
nice.
it's just good. They do a lot of stuff, and they get
Yeah,
absolutely
he is grumpy.
stoned. And
He is
I
grumpy.
will take your word that that's...
there you go.
See,
Thank
Bryan
you.
Cranston is typecast.
He can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, yeah. I can
Malcolm
see
in the
that.
Middle's dad.
Oh, he's kind of up and down, isn't he? But he's hilarious. Yeah.
He does get cross in that quite a bit, though,
Yeah,
does.
he is grumpy, I would say.
as a general character.
Yeah, because he doesn't really like his family, does he? But there you go.
No.
Okay.
Walter White.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know his full name?
Yeah.
Just Philip. though.
Philip. Yeah.
Philip of the Upside is,
Rich Philip.
is Dominic's number 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Who's next then?
I'll go.
Jem, go for it.
Go on, Jeff.
Okay, 2000.
No,
12.
I have a 2000.
mine are all really new.
Oh, what a
12.
surprise,
Right.
Dominic.
I think this might be the one that we've all got somewhere. Go on, 12.
Oh,
Yep.
really?
Yeah.
Mm.
I haven't got it.
Have you got the time? 1 hour 48.
Yeah, I've got this one.
Okay, higher up.
Higher up, yeah.
What year?
Okay.
2000.
7 out of
2000.
10.
7 out of 10, I do.
Okay,
yeah.
fine. Yeah, I'll pause.
Okay,
What?
yep. I've got
Okay.
this one. It's in 4th, so you won't be waiting
So
long.
no clues until we get there.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I think we've agreed what it is.
Yeah.
I think I might know what it is, but you're gonna have to give me a few clues.
Arguably not grumpy the whole time.
but most of the time.
Does he change at the end?
Sort of, not really.
We'll
Anyway,
talk about
cool.
it in a bit if it's your number 4. So over to you, Matthew.
It's definitely the same.
I think
Why don't you say one thing each just to make sure it is?
You got a character name?
Would that
yes, I
give
do.
it away?
Just the first name.
Jack.
Yeah, it's Jack.
Yeah, fine.
It's Jack. Okay. Dom has no clue.
And if you're listening and you know,
well done.
well done.
Yeah, good.
Jack.
Yeah,
No. Pause there.
pause.
You're coming back
Because
to
you've got
it.
to come to my number
Yeah,
5
no, it's
now.
fine. I'm just thinking at the same time. Go on,
Oh.
Matt. You're number 5.
Right, my number 5. So it's 7.1 IMDb.
Okay, year.
Year is 1963.
Oh, definitely not.
New.
It is only 1 hour 19 minutes.
Oh, wow. Is it an animation?
It is.
Is he named after this characteristic?
No.
Oh, no,
Oh,
that would be earlier
that'd be
than
earlier
that.
than that.
30s, yeah, we've done that one.
We've done that
in the
one.
extra.
I've got that very wrong. Yeah.
No. It is animation. The character remains grumpy. And throughout, I think there's
Definitely.
Yeah,
We're
there's
going to
only-
pull that apart.
Yeah, you can do. There are a couple of bits where he
63. Oh, okay.
is he laughs.
If
He
it's
does
an
find some
animation
things
in the
funny.
60s, is it a king?
No,
Okay. Royalty?
no.
Okay.
The character's not.
Wizard.
No,
Oh, no, yeah. Good one.
no. Wizard.
Sword
Yeah.
in the Stone. I was thinking of
Yeah.
Merlin. but
It is
It's in my
Sword in the
honourable.
Stone, but it's not the wizard. It's his
It's the dad.
owl, Archimedes.
Oh, I love Archimedes. And he does laugh. Yeah.
He does, but he is also
How
very
do you-
grumpy
He is so
all the way through.
How do you determine that character is old?
Because he's been with Merlin for a very long time.
Has he?
Yeah.
He hasn't replaced him and just got more owls. He's like, oh, I'll just get another owl.
Speaking
How long
of
do
owl,
owls live for? I don't even know.
I imagine
Well-
like 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
Is that
I
not
don't know.
old? Matthew,
Wait, it's for owls.
Are
It's
you
for
old?
Owls. If he's 30, he's in
Right,
his later
well-
stages.
We can come back to this at the end in case you think anybody's got the other film I wanted to talk about, but he's definitely an old character. He is definitely a grumpy
Merlin
and
is
old
an
character.
old character.
So is Archimedes.
Okay.
Do you know what? I love Archimedes. It's so good. He's
Yeah.
grumpy just with Merlin mainly. and when he
Underrated
gets
Disney
wrecked.
film.
Oh, I love that film. I love that when they go into the water, into the moat.
I do
He
like all of
turns
the...
into fish.
The
and
squirrel still annoys me though. Oh man, clingy or what?
Which one? The girl one.
the female
Yeah, well, both of the female squirrels are weird.
See, I like the fight with Mad Madam Mim.
Oh, that's cracking. When he not going to ruin
She's-
it for anyone.
She's grumpy.
She's
She's
or
a bit
angry.
mad, ratty.
She's a bit
just,
angry.
She's just a bit
Okay.
cuckoo.
She's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, I wouldn't say she's angry or mad. She's just cuckoo.
Her
Yeah.
dad's pretty grumpy as well. He's not his dad, is he?
Who the dad? The,
Is
the
it
king.
No, the
Sir Ector. That was
Nice.
his name.
Yeah.
not his big brother or whatever. it
Big
was.
brother's called Kay.
Kay. Yeah.
No,
But he's
I think Sir Ector
he's
is
grumpy
is
as well,
the-
to be fair, but he's young. But yeah,
They are, but they're
Okay.
yeah.
yeah.
He-
So, I'll give you that.
And I'm
Archimedes
saying
is grumpy.
Archimedes is the grumpy, and I'm going to stand by the fact that I think he's an old wise owl.
I don't. Oh, you're using it. You're using.
He's not a
a
teenage owl, is he?
phrase.
He's not a teenage owl.
How can you be a teenager?
Well, you're just saying he's not old, so he can't be.
Oh,
he's
so
either,
20s is old.
could
We
be for
don't-
owls.
Okay, well, Merlin he's older than old because I don't think he's.
There's no way that
The
that
implication
there's
is
no way
that
that
owl has been with him
Archimedes
for a
has
long
been
time.
there all the time. That
I
is
think
his
he has.
second or third or fourth or fifth owl.
I challenge you to watch. I think he has been with him for a very long time. I think they talk about stuff that they've done
They've done-
previously.
You need to do your
Seen
research because I reckon
He's
there's
old. He's an
Yeah.
old character.
fifth
they've
generation.
moved about as
He's
well.
not arguing with the grumpy though. He is arguing.
Oh no,
about
absolutely, he's grumpy.
grumpy old character.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Yeah, there you go. That's my number 5.
Okay. I'm just a little bit disappointed because I have definitely inferred this as grumpy old men.
I have too.
And I have even omitted and written a little sentence at the bottom of my thing saying, couldn't put this because not a man. So I'm just a bit annoyed with myself, I think, at the same time.
I don't know
Should
why
have
I
thought
got
about it a
that
bit.
from,
Should have
yeah.
thought
Should have read my own text.
Should
is
have
the
read the
honest
message,
answer.
yeah. When I ask for clarification, like I do every single week.
Yep.
There we go.
We're very aware.
Right, Dom, you're number 4 then,
Oh
please.
god, yeah, straight to me, isn't it? Forgot. Number 4, 2018,
Oh, another new one.
15 rating, age rating,
No, I haven't got this one.
7 out of 10.
Okay.
Crime drama thriller,
Course.
right down my street.
Course.
Course,
Yeah.
1 hour 56. The
Is it another mob?
By the way, I
boss?
love how everyone's adapted to include the times now. For
It makes
me.
no difference. I just do it
Because
for
you
comedy
do it.
effect.
It does. If there's a 2014 12/8, you're like, oh, but then you give the time. No, not that one.
As long as we go
Check
all go
overlaps.
IMDb. As long as we all go that way. Yeah. Because anyway, yeah. Kind of the plot synopsis is a
Yes, please.
90-year-old horticulturist and Korean War veteran turns drug mule for a Mexican cartel.
This is not my kind of movie.
Oh, it's such a good movie. Sorry.
Say that again.
Shall I give you different clues, or do you want that one again?
Mexican.
No.
It's a Mexican
He's American.
cartel.
He's a 90-year-old horticulturist.
It's a gardener. 90-year-old gardener.
Well, he likes, yeah, he's likes
Oh,
flowers
okay.
and
Yeah,
everything
he's
like
not a
that.
botanist. That's not what they say. Yeah,
And he's a Korea War veteran who turns into a drug mule for a Mexican
is that why he's
cartel.
annoyed? By the way,
No, he has grown up being. He's just been grumpy for a very long time.
this could. I don't know
The
if
re-
this could
oh.
be a film that I haven't seen.
Would we
Is
have
it
seen
Tom
it,
Hanks?
actually?
No, it's not.
Have we
see,
seen
I think
this
he's
movie?
in your list somewhere.
Have we seen this movie?
I don't know. It's not.
I didn't even know I'd
So
seen the last one.
It's if everyone was going to think of this actor, this probably isn't the film that they'd say he's
But-
a grumpy old man for.
But he is a grumpy old man.
He is in this, yeah. I can tell you why in
Is-
a minute, but
Okay. Is it Jack Nicholson? Who's always
No,
a grumpy
it's
old
not.
Yeah, so you're coming from
So,
my angle
the
now.
main
I've got a
actor-
list of them.
the main actor, he was 88 when he played this role.
Right.
And it's not his latest film. His latest one was when he was 91. But it's inspired by a true story.
I've got Dick Van Dyke in my head now.
No.
He's not generally grumpy old man.
No, I
though, is
know,
he?
but I didn't know the film.
He's been around for a very long time. He's not. I'm trying to think of.
Well, obviously he's
known-
91.
Christopher
he's like-
Plummer.
Known as for his westerns, I think.
Clint Eastwood.
Yes.
I haven't seen this. Is it Gran Torino?
No, that's the one I
or
think people would say is
No.
there. But this is called
I don't
The
know.
Mule.
Oh, quite apt.
Okay, of course it is.
Well, it's got good. It's got Lawrence Fishburne, Andy Garcia, Michael Pena, Bradley Cooper, Clint
Hank-
Eastwood.
So
Clint
lots of
Eastwood
those people.
Yeah.
Plays the typecast grumpy old man that he plays sort of at
Is
this
he a
point.
granddad?
Yeah, he's grumpy pretty much because he spent all his life looking after his shop and his just where he lives, and he pretty much just separated himself from his family,
So
and
he,
then his business goes under,
right.
and he has nothing.
And
he's
he's
just
forced
grumpy.
into this drug muling.
Or
does he choose to do it?
Out of necessity?
So yeah, he's run out of money because he's got
Okay.
because he's put all of his money into this.
Doesn't sound
Nice.
like a barrel of laughs, this movie.
Oh, it really is. But wait, and then so it's based on a true story. So essentially, he just picks a job. Someone comes by his house and offers him to just drive from pretty much from America.
Someone
one
just
state in
turns
America
up at his
down to-
house and asks, "Does this
Well,
happen
it's
to you
because-
regularly?"
It's because they're trying to buy his plot of land and things like that as well.
Okay.
But he does. He says, yeah, takes it for the money. All he's got to do is drive from A to B, and what he doesn't realise is the car's full of drugs.
So
Essentially,
he doesn't know.
initially,
Right,
Can I
okay.
just say this? This weirdly sounds very similar to We're the Millers,
I've not seen that.
I've not seen that, but I'm
But
aware
he does
of it.
it.
where they basically load a camper van with drugs and drive from Mexico to
Yeah, but
the
they know
US.
about that.
So he's only
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
So he ends up. He does know what he's doing in the end, like towards it, but he just arrives because he's an old man. The police stop him and they don't think anything of it.
Right.
So they keep giving him more and more to traffic,
Because he's a grumpy old man.
and then
And grumpy
yeah.
old men.
And then, yeah.
Does he try and hide it in plants or?
No, he just puts it in the back of his car.
It's
in a
carrying
truck.
it. They're
He's
just
just in
not
a truck.
questioning him.
He's in a truck.
He's
that's
so
it.
old. Why would he bother?
But
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
grumpy for the first part until he starts meeting these Mexicans cartel who become like his family essentially, and they give him phones and teach him how to use phones and things like that.
So the cartel are the good guys.
No, they're not. Well, they treat him well in this sense. So
Well, of course they
Does
do.
it have a twist at the end, or
He just-
is that pretty much it?
gets called and goes to jail.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't saying give it away. I meant,
Spoiler alert! My word.
I meant, was there something unexpected? But that's fine.
Well, yes, because they don't
That's the
expect it
arc.
to be him. They don't
Okay.
expect it to be, and he's got a bit of money and he tries to get back in touch with his family, but it's actually really not a happy ending at all. No,
Okay.
but he's great. Yeah, he plays that character. He's
Wouldn't have
just a
guessed
grumpy
either of
man.
Dom's two so far.
No,
I think
absolutely.
we're going to go with that.
I'm
as
miles
the,
off of that on my list. Of
Did you
mine,
not
what
have
I picked
either of
for
those?
him, I haven't picked either of those. I've seen one of them and couldn't even remember it.
Hmm.
But there we go.
Right,
My
Okay,
number
so-
4.
Yeah,
Jeremy's number 4.
Okay, my number 4. 2016,
maybe
12A.
Nope.
2 hour 19. Now you can tick
No.
across.
Yep.
Drama 7.2 out of 10. IMDb.
Pure
What
drama.
year was it?
2016.
Okay.
Go on, a bit more.
Oh, it's based on the Pulitzer Prize winning play of the same name
Right.
by August Wilson.
Okay.
Straight over the top of my head. I
Yeah,
don't know anything about it.
not quite up on my Pulitzer Prize winning.
Okay. I like this because I haven't seen it as a play, but I can imagine how it's done as a play when you watch the film, because there's quite a lot set in
One place.
a certain amount of places, but
Okay.
like as in like a house and a backyard and everything like that.
Okay.
There are two main actors, I would say, and the grumpy old man, because I've told you that. He is grumpy because he's raising a kid and he's trying to steer him in the right direction, or what he believes is the right direction, and he comes across as just being a bit bitter, a bit and they have big fallouts, and his wife as well.
Is it this grumpy old character? Is it his kid or is it his grandkid?
No, it's his kid.
So how old is he?
Well, his kid is just.
Are you sure he's old? Just throwing it back at you.
Yeah, no, that's fine. He is still working, but we are led to believe he is close to retirement.
Oh, we're led to believe, so you don't know.
When I tell you who this is and what the year is, you will understand he is a pretty greying hair person. But anyway, you'll understand.
Okay.
You probably know this main character for lots of other things, though.
Do I know the film?
Yeah.
Do you think?
I don't know.
Have we watched it?
I don't think you've watched it. I watched it because the female actor in it generally is very good at what she does.
Right. Give me more of a
Go on.
plot.
Yeah.
Because currently he's just looking after his son and raising him in a way that
No,
the son doesn't like.
so we are following him as he tries to steer his son away from what he deems to be making a mistake, going into sort of baseball or that sort of thing. This player was somebody who didn't quite make it for one reason or another.
Okay.
And he is just quite miserable in regards to it.
Dom's got
And
some
there's
strange look on his face.
and there is a falling out with regards to his wife because of how he's treating his son and all these sort of things.
Oh, I might have seen
If I
it.
give you the only last thing I've got, a quote,
Yeah, go
you
on.
should get the title because it's
In
quite
there.
obvious.
Okay.
Some people build fences to keep people out, and other people build fences to keep people in. I've said the word twice.
Is it Fences?
Fencing.
Yeah,
Oh,
fences.
I've not seen it.
So it's
Is that Denzel
it's
Washington?
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, Denzel
And
Washington.
Viola Davis.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Viola Davis is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
And-
have not seen
And
that.
and
It's
it
quite
is
recent.
it is emotional. It's very thought provoking. He's like a garbage man. You know, wanted to go professional baseball, but it didn't happen. And everyone says how great a player he was. His son starts going down the same path,
Right, and
and
that's why
he's
he's
trying to
stopping
steer him away from it because he thinks he should be, you know, focusing on a better job, or you know, he's just going to get let down and that sort of thing. And he is grumpy the whole way through it.
Apart from in the end.
You don't particularly like him as time
Okay.
goes on.
Okay.
And you probably warm more to Viola Davis, who's keeping the family together and doing all she can for that sort of thing. And yeah, it's just very... It's not a happy film. I don't think I can call it that. The ending is not a happy ending.
Okay.
And as I said, you can see how it
Don't
would
tell us.
probably... I'm not going to.
Don't do Dom.
You can see how on stage it is
Yep.
completely possible. And obviously it's called Fences because the job is he is at some point building a fence. He wants his son to help him build the fence in the back
okay.
garden and
In
everything
the
like
army
that.
type thing.
No, not that bad. He just wants him to help him, and they're clashing
Means
so
many
much.
different things. It's layered.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It's he feels confined.
Right.
The kid feels confined, but the kid wants to go elsewhere. That
But the
sort of stuff.
fences are also there to protect him.
Yeah, see.
See?
There we
It's
go.
deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get the idea.
But if you haven't
The
seen
analogy,
it, I mean, it is over 2 hours. And as I said, it's not a comfortable watching place.
Right.
But not for anything like gory or anything like that. Just a
Yeah.
bit thought provoking and heart wrenching, you know, that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I've never seen it, so I'll have to take your word for it.
And Denzel's a legend. Viola's
old.
a legend.
Yeah.
Years old. What year? 2016. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 2016. He is
Okay.
old at that point.
He is quite old.
And he's playing an old man as well.
Right.
You know, hobbling around and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Baseball does that to you.
Well, not succeeding. At
He didn't
baseball.
succeed in baseball.
Well,
That's why
yeah,
it was
maybe
grumpy.
that's why. Yeah,
Jealousy.
So, Matthew, your number 4 film.
is the same as your number 4 film.
No, it's my number 5
Oh,
film.
it's your number 5.
Well done for
film.
keeping
it's
up.
one
There's only
up.
been...
It's
I did
one
mean
up, okay.
it's one up. Right, shall I try and give Dom a hint? Because it is Dom.
You're
that's
not going to
gonna
go back and forth.
Do you want to give him the
We
full
can.
character name?
get it. Jack Burns. Does that help?
Nope.
Right, Jeremy, you want to give him a clue?
Do you want me to do a quote?
You can do a quote. Do a less obvious quote.
I will be watching you, and if I find that you're trying to corrupt my firstborn child, I will bring you down, baby. I will bring you down to Chinatown.
I'm going to add the tagline to the movie.
You love a tagline.
Wait,
Yeah, I do.
what year was it?
2000.
Is it Meet the Fockers?
No.
No.
Meet the Parents.
Yes, Meet the Parents. It is Meet the Parents.
It's okay, fine. Okay, De Niro.
It is. Tagline was first comes
See?
love, then comes
How
interrogation.
old is he in that one, though? He must be about 50.
Well, she's looking towards having kids, so
She must be late 20s, 30s.
She's not looking to have kids, though. She's looking to get married.
Well, I mean, the next one's
Yes.
about 2 years later, and yeah,
Her younger sister is the one getting married in it.
yeah.
her
And there's a
younger-
big thing about that because
Mm,
she's not got, yeah.
'cause she was engaged and didn't get married.
That's the funny bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he is grumpy.
Yeah, but what I would say
The whole
is-
way through.
No, but I would say he's not grumpy
I
to
don't think
everyone else.
No, he's not.
That's actually true.
He's not grumpy to anyone else except for
You're
him.
right. He just doesn't. That's right.
But he does remain grumpy towards him all the way to the end.
Yes.
Although he does have a wry smile when there's the additional scene.
Yes.
yeah.
And even in the second movie, he is grumpy towards him as well.
Yeah,
grumpy
he's
towards
warmed.
parents
He's
as
warmed
well.
a bit though. He's warmed a bit. Oh, he's grumpy towards
The
the
parents.
Fockers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. I haven't seen the third one, Little Fockers.
I haven't seen that either.
No.
No, I didn't feel the
But
need
yeah,
to watch that one.
because I thought about this and I was like, okay, but I didn't see him as old.
He's definitely old in that
He's
movie.
he's a young grandpa, granddad.
He's not young.
So I would say when I first
In
watched
2000?
that, to me, he was like a granddad.
I reckon he's
character.
about 50 in that.
No, I reckon
Like
he's nearly
mid-50s.
60. No, I reckon he's 60.
I reckon it's because in Meet the Fockers he's called Grandpa Jack,
Mm,
and that isn't long after Meet the Parents,
mm.
and so my brain goes, "Oh, he must be of an
He's-
old age."
He's retired in it. So
That's
to
'cause
me,
he made
that
a
says
lot of
he's,
money.
yeah, but he's retired. So to me, he's retired. so
Or is
therefore
he?
he's- Yeah,
Isn't
he,
it?
he is.
He still has the contacts.
Of course, he does.
The lie detector test.
But he's very
But I think he's just grumpy towards. I mean, he's a grumpy father-in-law, isn't he? That's the character.
yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't want anyone. Oh no, except for Owen Wilson. He doesn't
Owen
want.
Wilson's character drives me round the bend.
Yeah, but in that Owen Wilson character, they did say that he wasn't even nice to him until he wasn't.
Yeah, you're
involved
right.
anymore.
You're
That
right.
is true.
No
yeah.
one's good enough for his firstborn. Yeah.
Owen Wilson's character's funny in that. I think that's the first time I sort of remember him in a movie. Like he'd been in films I'd seen before, but that one sort of
Yeah.
Yeah, but
tweaked
he's
to me.
quite a bit part as well.
He
really.
is, yeah. Makes an
Gotcha.
altar. Is that what he does? Makes an altar out of
Yeah, he
wood.
does, yeah.
Yeah.
As a cop.
It sets on fire because he's lacquered it
Yeah.
or whatever he's done. Yeah.
What was the name of the cat? Can you remember?
Jinxie.
Jinxie.
Was
Yeah.
Mr. Jig.
That was my second quote. I had no idea you could milk a cow. Oh yeah, you can milk anything with nipples. I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Yeah, that's the quote I remember.
His name's not Greg, though, is it?
It's Greg. Well,
It is
that's-
Greg.
It is Greg. But he
Greg.
was
Greg Fokker. Oh well, no, he's changed it to Greg. Okay, yes.
yes, because his name was Gaylord,
Gaylord Fokker. Yeah.
and they find out that his girlfriend's middle name is Martha. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I can't remember what was her first name.
Pam.
Is it so? Her name would be
Pam, yeah.
Pamela Martha Fokker, which is the joke. Yeah,
Very good.
there we go.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay,
that's my
fun.
number 4, which means it's now time for Dominic's number 3.
Yeah,
That
that's
seems
how it
to- that seems
works.
to have gone, that's gone quick.
It has
Some of the listeners aren't thinking so. They're like, come on.
2022.
2022.
2022.
God, I've got none as
15.
No, keep going.
7.5.
Right.
On IMDb. 2 hours 6 minutes. Comedy drama.
Yeah, he loves his comedies today.
So this is
2022.
Yep.
Okay.
This is, so I'm going to tell you the synopsis or anything. It says, a grump, so he's definitely grumpy, a grump who's given up on life following the loss of his wife and wants to end it all. So I've got a cough.
Do you know what? That character is quite a stereotype.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got loads of films, but I don't think they're 2022.
No.
When a young family moves in nearby, he meets his matching quick-witted...
Is this the film I've already mentioned today?
Maybe, yes. Leading to a friendship that will turn his world around.
Tom Hanks.
Correct.
I haven't seen it. I've got it on my list of things I would see, though.
I don't know this film.
This is the film that generated our first number.
I can tell you his...
Is it?
I can tell you his
because he lives at
Man Called
character
Otto.
name. Yeah, that's it.
Is that what it's called?
Yes. He lives at 7 Gilland Avenue. That's why we got number 7 first.
There we go.
See, this falls into a character of... there's a Bill Murray film that's very similar to this.
Yeah. But that's when he looks after a small boy, right?
Yeah, that's right. And
Next door
there's
neighbour.
lots of films that have done this. But I haven't seen that one.
This one's really deep and meaningful. More so than the
Has he
Bill
got a
Murray
reason
one.
to be grumpy?
Well, his wife
Yeah,
died,
another one. Wife died again.
and he's on his
And
own.
he's on his own. He's got no one. He's got no friends because he's lost
Hold
all
on.
his friends.
I got back to Castaway there in my head. I was like, Tom Hanks.
Don't get you started on that
His
one.
wife died. But did she? Mate, if he comes back, yeah. No, it's all right. I mixed up Castaway in my head there. for
Yeah.
some
Okay,
reason.
so
He's lost his wife. He's got nothing to live for. He's lost his... he lives on a kind of a cul-de-sac, let's call it that, where there's like 10 or 12 houses, but there's loads of big development going
he's
around.
isolated himself as well and has no friends because he didn't bother with that part of his life when he was with his wife. Is it?
Yeah.
Am I just?
So
I'm making this up correctly.
He was
right?
lovely and really happy when he was with his wife, but then she died.
I'm
and
impressed, Matthew.
He's got nothing
It,
to live.
it sounds
This
like
is just reeling through film ideas.
it is.
Right?
It's just
Yeah.
film tropes.
He's slightly... he's not very good in social
Situation.
situations
Yeah.
either.
Lost track of all his friends that he used to have.
No,
Who were friends with his wife, and now they don't hang around anymore because
They do
Because
hang
he's a
around with him.
miserable person.
They do hang around. They're still about. So the people that were around when his wife was around,
but they don't like him.
but they like him, but he doesn't like them because he's grumpy and he just
Because they
doesn't
remind him of her.
pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just comes back to the story that his wife was.
Have you seen this film, Jim?
No, I've not seen
His
it.
wife.
So
His wife created
it
the
just
environment
sounds
that's
like
no longer
a
there.
lot of other films
It
mixed
does. We could
But-
pitch this film,
Yeah,
but
he's
with a
lost
different
his,
character name.
He's lost his best friend because
A
they
man
fought over
called-
cars.
in. Dave.
There we go. But yeah,
Okay,
So
I
he
can't.
tries-
I can't argue.
Yep.
Does he
tries to-
change at the end? This
Yeah.
sounds like a film where he changes.
It
at
does
the end.
sound like
he does. He kind of
Does he move
explains-
in with them or
so they
he comes over all the time?
Hangs
and,
out a bit.
Yeah.
the woman of the family
Don't,
that moves
don't
across
give any
the way.
major spoilers away.
Oh, yeah,
by
we
the
have to
way.
keep telling Dom
And he
this.
dies.
He doesn't die.
Oh, Dave!
I just ruined it for everyone that wasn't sure.
The lady across the road that moves in pretty much is very similar to his wife, and that's why.
So
Played
he
by the
marries her.
same actress.
No,
Okay, I thought they
No.
might have done that in that kind
no,
of film.
but
as well.
his son. What I think his son plays the role of a younger version of himself in the film.
Oh, okay.
And stuff
Okay.
like that. So, see how many kids he's got? More than one, hasn't he? So there's one of them. plays him.
The actor Tom Hanks's actual real life son.
What I can't remember his name is. Yeah,
Okay.
but yeah.
I'm trying to remember what his
or
name was as
I
well.
can't remember his
I'm
name.
also trying to remember what films he's been in. I know plenty of films that he's in.
Jumanji.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a horror
Let's leave
film
it
he's
there.
in as well. I can't
Yeah.
remember what it was. Anyway,
Can't either.
Okay. Well, no one can argue with
It's
you.
No.
a chick flick as well. I'm trying to
It
think what it is.
is definitely pitched as a grumpy old man.
so far
So-
Dom's managed to pitch 3 films that I haven't actually seen.
I've heard of one, seen one.
Yep.
Don't know.
Okay,
Okay.
let's see if you've seen the last two.
Yeah, let's see.
Number 3.
I feel
Jim.
like we will have. My
Yeah.
number 3 film, you've all definitely seen.
Right.
1996.
It's not
Not
one
on my list, not on my list.
15.
Uh-huh.
2 hours 16. 7.4.
Okay.
Action,
Mm-hmm.
adventure, thriller.
Ooh, okay. 96.
I need more. These are just...
Have
These are
I
just
reeled you in?
yeah, just... I mean, that's just setting an area. Go on.
See if
Okay.
we've got-
I can't give you the quotes because I think you'll get them.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I could give you his name. I don't know whether you'd get it from that.
Go on.
John Patrick Mason.
John Mason. Yes.
You got it? Yeah, you said yes, and now you're doing distance staring.
I am doing
No.
distance staring.
Come on,
Right.
give us a quote.
I think I know, but you go. Keep going.
Well, no, you could guess it.
Would you know a quote that I would definitely have written down?
No, not off the top of my head.
Oh, then it's
John Mason. I do know this. It's really
Guess it
annoying.
then.
Keep going.
Guess what film you think it
I
is.
can guess an actor that plays him.
Go on then.
So I was thinking Sean Connery.
It is. Connery is grumpy because he feels been let down by the system.
Is
He's
it the-
not being able to see his daughter grow up.
Oh,
Is it
hang
the-
on. I'm going to
is
give you a quote now.
Yeah, and you're going to have one of the ones I've written down.
Go on.
It's not. No, I'm going to keep going. Is it directed by Michael Bay?
I'd imagine so. I didn't actually write that down.
Okay.
Is it?
Someone else in it?
Yeah.
There is other people. I would argue there is another grumpy old man in it, but I've actually put he's actually probably more angry.
Ed Harris.
Ed Harris, yes.
Okay, I do
yeah,
know the
and then
film.
Nicolas Cage.
Do you know the film? Yes.
He's in Nicolas Cage as well.
Yes.
The Rock.
The
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah.
What a film.
Oh.
And what's the quote that I've got written down that we would always say?
Well, I would always say, well, I can't. It's got a swear word in it.
Yeah, well, and you
Okay.
could just...
So it says, Rocket Man, I don't like no soft ass stuff.
Oh, no, I was going
I
for Womack. Why am I not
You piece of
surprised, you piece of shit?
Yeah. That was,
All right,
I didn't say it, I
Womack.
didn't
Tommy's
say it,
gone
I
for
didn't say it. But Womack. Yeah.
Womack.
Love that one.
Yeah.
Is he grumpy?
Yes, he is grumpy at the beginning,
I think
for sure.
he's angry.
He changes, I'll agree.
He lightens up quite quickly when he has to do the weird rolling.
And he enjoys that he's being used to escape.
When you first meet him, he is miserable. He doesn't want to do it, and then he's grumpy because he knows Womack, and
Why
he is
does
grumpy.
he agree to do it?
Yeah.
Because I think they say he
He's gonna
will
get
get
back
his
to his
free.
Oh, is he
gonna get
supposed to be in prison?
He is in prison when they find him.
Right, that's why he's done it. I forgot
right.
that.
And then they say his freedom, but he also knows he goes halfway through. They're not going to let me go.
Right.
No.
No, he really yes. And he has to.
Because he sees
I'm
his
not
daughter
going to
halfway
give any
through, isn't
spoilers
it?
away. It's
Yeah.
worth watching. It's actually a Michael Bay film that's worth watching.
But there's quite a few of the early Michael Bays.
They
I'd
are.
argue.
It's good action.
When he didn't
Yeah.
have enough cameras, and now he's built cameras to
Well,
make stuff so
I'm just trying to-
confusing.
There's also a lot less misogyny because he didn't bother with women at all in those movies. Not generally.
Right. I mean,
Other than the daughter.
The
That's it,
daughter.
yeah.
But that's it. She is a bit part. She's not really part. The film could have
He plays
been
quite
could
a
have
lot of
happened
grumpy
with
build,
that.
isn't he, actually?
Yeah, he does.
yeah. Oh, yes, he does.
He's
not gonna
another
say
one.
any of them,
He's
but
another
yeah.
one. Yeah.
He's another one who hits that. But
Mm.
sort of, I mean, he plays pretty much the same character as what's the one with Catherine Zeta-Jones?
Entrapment.
Entrapment.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
say it 'cause I didn't know.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're quite right. Something
Yeah.
could have picked up. Someone got any more Sean Connerys?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you actually?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I wonder what that is.
Anyway,
Okay. But yeah, no, I love that film.
it is a good film. I do.
Yeah.
Love
And
that
you can
film
pick
as
it up anywhere once you've watched it the first time.
well. Yes.
I forgot that he was grumpy at the beginning. But yeah,
He does. He does soften as he starts getting excited about breaking
He does.
back
He
into
smiles
Alcatraz.
a lot.
He holds a guy over the edge of a building.
Building. He does.
Because he's that annoyed. After he's called room service and got all of the food up to his place.
And he is quite angry.
Yeah,
Is it
I mean, he
grumpy,
lightens up. He is grumpy. And he is grumpy with due cause.
And at the end, without spoiling anything, Nicolas Cage goes somewhere and finds something in a church. Is that right? That's not really part of the storyline, but it is what happens
Sounds
at
like
the
National
end.
Treasure.
Do you know
Could
what?
be.
It may
It
well
could be the beginning of
too.
National Treasure.
They link.
Doesn't he say, I think the last line of the movie is something like, hey, do you want to know who killed Kennedy?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
really
Yeah,
random. Yeah.
That's right.
because he's kept information
That's
somewhere.
right, yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
There we go. Good choice, Jim.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Great film, yeah. Still
Great film.
convinced about
Not
the
convinced he's
grumpiness.
completely grumpy.
No, but
He is a grumpy old man.
He is a grumpy old
For
man.
a-
He's old and he's
Just
grumpy.
Sean Connery is a grumpy old man.
Oh, so we all agree.
how old is he in that film?
He's
we say?
old.
I'd say he's 50s again.
It's about 25, 30 years after he played Bond.
And he was
He's
young
probably
when he played that.
55 plus, so I'll go with old.
55 plus, I reckon, and some.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Mm,
He's at the bottom end of
I
55.
don't reckon he did his own stunts.
No.
that make you old.
It means there's
makes you old.
It means it costs too much to let you do your own stunts.
There you go.
It's cheaper.
Insurance.
Just get somebody else in. Yeah,
Fair enough.
okay. You want my number 3 now?
I do.
Sean Connery.
No.
Ah,
My number 3, you guys have definitely seen, and
are you sure?
it is eminently quotable.
Okay.
So I'm not going to do...
Is it going to appear on our lists?
I don't think so, because the grumpy character is not one of the main characters.
Okay.
He is,
Go on then.
and he is grumpy, but he also
For what reason?
laughs. So this has a very low rating compared to what I thought it was. It's got 6.7
Is it as
on
bad?
IMDb.
Oh, it's not as bad as Matthew's Problem Child then.
No, but I think you would agree this is a good film.
Okay.
And
Have we watched it together then? Is it a childhood film?
Possibly. Well, it's 2004, so not childhood.
No.
We possibly watched it together. It's a 12A. It's 1 hour 32 minutes, Jeremy. And it is a comedy sport film.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
This is right up my alleyway.
Okay.
You haven't gone Shooter McGavin?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a quote. Oh, the grumpy old character. I'm not going to give you his name either because I think you might get it. The grumpy old character dies.
Whoa.
In the movie.
Okay. So
this is a quote from the movie. No one makes me bleed my own blood.
Oh. No one makes me bleed my blood.
I like that quote.
Oh, that's really... Hang on. No
What
one
year?
Makes me bleed my own blood.
2004.
2004.
Oh, God, that's... I'm going to kick myself on it. That
Yep.
really...
I'll give you another quote. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's hope it works for them.
Oh my gosh! What? Oh,
I've got the bleed my own blood thing.
How about when this is someone introducing something? He goes, Blazer is one of the name of the characters.
I've got it.
Have you?
I've got it. Yeah.
Go on.
this all rings true, but go
It's
on.
dodgeball.
It is dodgeball. The grumpy old character is Patches
Yeah,
O'Houlihan.
Patches
20
O'Houlihan.
years old.
Yeah.
Holy moly! Yeah. Crikey.
Yeah.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Vince
is
Vaughn looks young in
epic. He is
that, so-
He is
dive and
epically
dodge. It's so
grumpy
good.
as well.
He really is.
Yeah.
He was about as useful as a...
He's
Yeah.
Flavored lollipop.
Yeah.
he's not grumpy in the original footage that he shows.
He's not, but that's not the part of the character.
Oh,
It's not
okay,
Rip
okay.
Torn, is
No,
it?
it's right.
Because he was...
Is it Rip Torn? Who plays the character?
Don't know.
I'm now confusing myself. Yes, it is Rip Torn. It is Rip Torn. I'm
He
right.
is... Why is he grumpy though? I can't remember.
Because he's just old and been left behind, I suppose.
Unappreciated.
Yeah. So he used to be a dodgeball great,
Champ. Yeah.
and now he's not. He does cheer up somewhat being in Vegas, but
Yeah,
and he dies.
he does.
That is not really a spoiler, but he does die.
That's the sign, doesn't
No,
it?
you're right.
Like the
Yeah.
Irish sign.
God, Vince Vaughn.
Yeah. So there you go.
That is a good
I
one.
don't know. Yeah.
He is
I
grumpy.
didn't even think of that.
I
but-
didn't even think of that.
and that is
either.
a man, so I've got no excuse because that would still
And
fit
he's
in mine.
definitely old. We
Yeah,
know
for
he's
sure.
an old character in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
He is struggling to survive. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I reckon we go on to top twos.
Yeah, we're here. I think we might get some repetition here.
Okay, we'll see. Dominic.
So this one, the grumpy man is only in it for like 2 scenes.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Of the whole film, but he definitely is grumpy. But it's 2016,
Right.
Of course.
PG,
Oh.
7.7 on
Mhm.
IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
Animation, action, adventure.
Two
some of my-
scenes.
Yeah.
Is it
It's the
Disney?
sorry.
Is it Disney?
No, it's not.
Is it DreamWorks then?
I'm not 100% convinced. No, I don't think it is.
Illumination.
You can throw them out. I don't think it's any of the main
All right.
stream.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the message of the film.
Yeah, okay.
Is how telling stories, this is like word for word, breathes life into our thoughts for those who have passed away to never be forgotten.
Right, I think I know.
Matthew probably will. I thought,
So you're saying I probably haven't seen this?
no, you might have seen it, but this is something that
Oh, hang on. No, I don't know.
there
Go
is a
on.
magical instrument called a shamisen.
Called a what?
Shamisen. I think it could be shamisen.
Is it like a guitar?
It is. yeah.
Kubo.
It is Kubo and the 2 strings.
I have not seen this. We have this on DVD, and we've had it on DVD
Oh
for
my
the
wo-
best part of 10 years, and
Oh,
I have not watched it.
Oh my!
It is
I am
good,
shocked
yeah.
you haven't seen
I'd
that.
completely forgotten about that film.
So it's
yeah.
the Moon King.
Right.
Oh, it's called. He's actually called Moon King. I've just
Okay.
added the in front of
Okay.
it. It's his granddad, and pretty much he's just trying to kill him in the whole film
Right.
by
In 2
sending
scenes.
over,
Oh, by sending things. Right.
sending. Yeah,
No spoilers, please. I have not
No,
seen
no,
it.
no.
I do own the DVD of it. Still.
this is the plot, and I'm looking at it. He's trying to get his other eye,
Okay.
and there's lots of deep and meaningful kind of messages throughout the whole thing.
I'm trying to play in my head here.
Mm.
Is he alive?
No,
Hmm.
Is he old then?
He's a character. Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm going.
He died of old age.
Okay, you can be old. You can be old and dead.
He's like hundreds
If the character
of years old.
was
But you
dead.
don't exist anymore. You're not old at that point.
Yeah, but if the character exists as a ghost that is an old,
He's a granddad.
looks
as well.
old at that point, the ghost would be classified as old.
Okay, so what if
He's
you're...
got long white hair.
What if you die when you're young
He's
Mhm.
not.
and
though.
then you've been around for a long time?
So
You could
Are
argue
you
you're
old or young?
You could
So
argue you
he-
are old, but you look young. Well, this
So-
this is where we could have gone with Twilight, isn't
He
it?
has
'Cause
multiple
they're old.
daughters,
but
and
still.
they're all mothers of 11-year-olds.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right, I'll
definitely
take it. I'll
But
take
yeah,
it.
he's pretty much he's only in 2 seeds, but he is grumpy because he pretty much wants Kubo to be with him, and he's not. That's all. I don't want to ruin it if you've not seen
No,
it.
I've
yeah.
not seen it. Is it
It's
is it
cracking.
something I could watch with the kids?
Yeah.
Right.
Not Quinn.
No.
Right. Okay.
You got to be careful on what age bracket I would say.
There's a lot
okay.
of
Threat, danger,
threat,
anger.
danger, spirits, ghosts.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like-
it could.
But are the spirits
For
and
young
ghosts
kids.
scary?
I'd
Or
say some of them are. Yeah.
are
You could
they-
infer it whichever way you wanted is
Is
the
it-
problem with it, I
Yeah.
think.
Is it a cultural thing though that the ghosts exist because culturally
Yeah,
they're
you're going
allowed
to teach
to?
the whole cultural background
Culture-
before you
They-
get there.
They
No, but
exist
like-
because of the stories that are being told.
Okay. So for example, in Spirited Away,
Yeah, no, I
they're all
get
ghosts, but sort of.
It's
These
not
are-
scary ghosts. It's the way in which you
Right, okay.
look.
They
No,
are
no,
evil.
no, no. They're evil. What I'm trying to
They're
say
evil.
is,
Oh, okay, they're evil.
your argument was
Right. Okay.
you can have nice ghosts
You can,
in some
yeah.
cultures.
These
Absolutely.
are evil, and they're out to
Is it scarier than Ghostbusters?
yes in bits.
Yes,
Oh,
I would
okay.
say so.
Some of the characters.
Okay.
Ghostbusters
Yeah.
more funny, isn't it?
Yeah, you can.
There's no fun in this one. There's lots of messages. That's all I'm gonna say.
I
Okay.
actually don't think it's targeted at.
I
kids.
didn't realise it was a
think it
PG.
is.
I thought it'd be a bit like a 12A to be fair, because there's just a lot of things that people aren't going to get.
Okay.
Yeah, I would wait until
They're older.
they're
Right.
older for
So
it.
they'd probably appreciate it. But I'd watch it on your own.
All right, we'll do.
Yeah, you should
Definitely
watch
worth-
it
oh, it's
for sure.
such
4
a
for
good
4
film.
for you, by the way. You only got one left. I better have seen it.
I've seen 2. Yes, Dominic,
Yeah.
you and I found some common ground.
What,
Grumpy
grumpy
old men.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Jeremy, number 2. Let's see if it's the same
Right.
as everyone else's.
Yeah. See,
definitely
I
watch it.
think this is now. I put first. I put. How can anyone not have this?
Go on.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've chosen this if it's what I think it is because it was the first one that popped in my head.
Absolutely, and
It's
I don't.
probably, yeah.
I-
If it is what I think it is, I have it. But yeah, go on.
2009.
Nine.
You.
8.3.
Right.
Yeah,
I know what
perfect.
this is. I'm just
Yeah.
going to guess straight away what it is.
No,
then.
no, no, no. You
This
don't
is
have
my
to because
number
it's
one.
Matthew. It's
Oh, is it
Dominic's
your number one?
Yeah.
And-
Ah.
And Matthew hasn't picked it because he wants to be different.
No, because
We can pause. I'll leave it there. I
Okay.
like my little
Yeah.
jibe. Matthew doesn't want to be.
What's your number one?
Matthew is definitely the person who won't like a band because everyone else likes them.
not at all.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay.
Right. Do you want my number 2 then?
I do. Is it the same as my number one?
No, it won't be. So
Oh.
I know it's not
That is
because
completely
because this is a female character, which neither of you have picked.
You are absolutely correct.
Mhm.
Okay. Intrigued. Yeah.
Right.
Because we can't read.
You can't read your own
I
text
just wanna,
that
I've,
you
I've
wrote.
only got one in my head. That's all I've got.
Oh,
Gonna
okay.
know it. Misery.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, she's just nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, I'll give you
The
some
only
clues.
one I could think of was you could argue Harry Potter character.
You could argue, but I wouldn't argue.
Okay. Go
Okay,
on. No,
fine.
please.
Right,
Sorry.
so I won't give you this character's name because you'll get the film immediately. It's a big famous film, 2021, 7.2 IMDb,
Oh, Dominic, you
Ooh.
might get this.
PG, 1 hour 42. The thing I'm going to tell you,
What category is it?
I'm not going to tell you straight away.
Oh, because it's an animation.
Is it
It is
Animation.
animation. I'll tell you that. Okay.
Yeah, well, there you go.
So one of the main characters' original names was Oscar, but they had to change it because it didn't fit in with the song that was written. And it's a very famous song from 2022 that was number
That
1.
Clearly features their name.
Yes, and not the name Oscar.
No, obviously.
No, no, no.
Oh, okay. That was very easy.
That was, yeah. We got it?
No.
Oh,
good.
come on. I can tell you the family name if that helps.
Well, I'll tell you the first name of the
Oh,
character.
okay, go, yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Was it Encanto?
It is Encanto, and it is the grandmother, Abuela, who I feel is just grumpy all the way through. She does
not
not...
all the way through.
Okay,
Not all the way through.
Not all the way through.
She
She,
has
does
an
not.
arc.
She does not smile for the first 3/4 of that film.
She's under stress, man.
She
She's got a lot on her shoulders.
But she's just not. She's just
She
grumpy.
knows things aren't going the right way.
No, she's upset that her granddaughter hasn't got any
I
magic
mean,
powers.
she's got a lot to be upset about.
Yeah, fair enough. But she's still grumpy.
She is.
She's still got a nice house.
She's not very grumpy to. She's not grumpy to everyone. She's really nice to everyone who's not in the family.
Yes. Yeah.
She's nice to those that have.
She's keeping up appearances outside, and then inside, she's telling them all how rubbish they are.
Mm. But she is a grumpy old character, and she was one of the first ones I thought of when I thought, you know what? It's because it's characters. I want to try and make sure that we're thinking of grumpy old women as well.
Yeah, I would have done that if I hadn't inferred what I did.
It is quite difficult because they're not sort of written for in the same way. Like, try and think of a grumpy old character like Jack Nicholson's grumpy old characters.
No,
they
right.
don't write that kind of character for women. That
Judi
I can
Dench
think
must
of.
have played quite a few. I'm thinking like queens and things like that get written as grumpy and old. So if you played Queen Victoria in, I don't know, Importance of Being in Earnest, then she's not particularly nice.
Shakespeare in Love.
Are they grumpy in that though? Are they just a bit severe? They just come across as a bit severe.
Intense, I'll give you that, but they are still grumpy
towards
people.
Maggie Smith was another person that I thought played,
and that's
played
where
that
I was going with
well.
Harry Potter. Yeah.
But yeah, so the Family Madrigal and Abuela.
I love that film.
I can't believe you got that, but not the other one.
No, I can equally
really
praise
like
both of those.
That's your number 2, isn't it?
Sorry,
that's your number 2.
That is my number 2. Okay. Yeah,
I can equally praise these films. But
like I said, I've gone with the grumpiness of the character and how much I like the character and how I like the film as an overall. So I've mixed it all together, and that's why that is my number 2.
Yeah, have you watched the live stage performance?
Really
of course.
It's
really good,
it
isn't it? My favourite bit is the donkeys come on stage because there's like ballet donkeys at one point. But yeah, it's really good.
Oh, that is good.
At the Hollywood Bowl. Check it out if you haven't seen it on Disney Plus.
It's good.
Is it the Hollywood Bowl?
It is.
Yes, because Lin-Manuel Miranda makes a comment at the beginning that it's the first time he's been to the Hollywood Bowl.
So there you go.
There we go.
You can skip forward a little bit through when they go and tell the primary school kids that they can sing.
Yes, there are
forward
bits
a little bit.
Fast forwarded.
Unsurprisingly,
because Jeremy's heartless.
No, but unsurprisingly, the kids were really excited. I wonder why. Yeah,
free Disney stuff.
So
there's your answer.
Yeah, I bet they still didn't take them to Disneyland.
Well, they're quite close though. They're in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but they don't want to spend that much money.
No, but they've been there before. They live around that way.
Yeah, true.
Dominic, your number 1 is the same as Jeremy's number 2, correct?
So we can go at it together.
So I'm going to guess straight away and say that I think this is Up.
But that's mine.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Thank goodness.
Yeah, Carl
Fredricksen.
Yep.
Not always grumpy.
No, but definitely a grumpy old character.
Definitely for at least half the film.
And again, we all understand why. One of the saddest and best beginnings of any film.
Yep.
Not expecting that the first time you watch it, if you get caught off guard a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
You understand why he's grumpy. The film just turns it around. As I put, it can only be beaten by one person, which is why it's my number 2.
Yeah. He's really grumpy because he's trying to be moved from his house, where all his memories are, aren't they, as well?
Yes, he's clinging onto his memories. He's had a good life. He has had a good life, if I remember rightly.
Not how he'd pictured it, I imagine. He's had a good life.
No,
but
there's the sadness with regards to not having any kids.
Yes.
Yeah. He never got to do that. And then
this is what I thought Dominic was talking about earlier when you were telling me about the Clint Eastwood movie. It sounded like I was like, he's not put up this low down, surely.
Hold on.
The mule.
The mule.
Yeah.
You thought Carl Fredricksen was drugs across.
No, it was the bit where you said about there's a kid that ingratiates himself to him. Was that not the mule? Which one was that?
Mule. That's Otto. A man named Otto.
Good afternoon. My name is Russell. I'm a wilderness explorer in Tribe 54, Sweet Lodge 12. Are you in need of assistance today, sir?
Oh, the spin-off season of Doug is really good as well.
I have watched all of those many a times.
Yeah.
Right.
Just many good characters.
I had Up as my guess for Jeremy for this one.
And as did
I.
I.
My bonus point.
So.
I had Up for both of you because I was like, surely everyone's going to pick that.
I didn't want to do that, but
I took this out of your book, Dominic.
I changed maths to
I
something else.
think that Up is one of my least favourite Pixar films.
Oh wow!
I think you can watch that. I think it's got.
I just don't connect particularly with it. I don't really. Yeah, I just don't really want to watch it particularly when it's on, and I know that is probably putting me in the minority.
I do actually prefer now, except for the beginning, prefer watching the Doug series because he's not as grumpy.
Mm-hmm.
Doug is happier, and they brought in other animals, and it's more
Maybe
real
it
life.
is
It's closer to real life
because Carl is a grumpy old man, and it's actually pretty sad. Maybe that's why I don't really want to watch it.
Yeah,
I know
if
the
you
beginning
haven't
is sad.
watched the spin-off series, watch those because they
they
are
are good.
very good.
really good.
And they're very short, as in like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, and
there's 5 of them,
hilarious.
6 of them.
pretty much. And if you love Doug, then
Doug is the dog that can talk, right?
yeah,
Yes.
golden retriever.
Yes, master.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not disagreeing with you.
No,
I think
no,
that's
no.
probably a really good choice. It's just definitely wouldn't.
That's
have
a
made
real
my top
mix
5.
of he is 100% grumpy, and it's a film I would definitely watch over and over.
and he's
and
definitely
have.
he's definitely old as well.
Yeah, for
Definitely.
sure.
78.
Oh, is he
70-year-old Carl Fredrickson. Yeah.
78 or 70?
It's weird because I don't know if you
78.
saw on IMDb, it obviously puts who voiced him, which is Edward
Edward
Asner.
Asner,
And they
yeah.
say plays Carl Fredrickson as Edward Asner. As if like he didn't know he was playing a different character. He was just saying it, and they were like, "You're going to put me in this film, aren't you?"
Is that not because his stage name has changed along the way somewhere? That's why they normally write it like that.
Is it? I didn't
So
know
if,
that.
if he was, say, Ed Asner previously, so he's billed as Edward Asner rather than Ed
I don't
Asner.
know.
It might be that. That's why.
But
they
it's
do
just
it.
weird to put it in the character bit.
Oh, maybe.
Carl Fredrickson in brackets as Edward Asner. I just don't get that.
But there aren't many characters, are there, to be fair?
No,
Kevin.
John Ratzenberger comes in, obviously.
Kevin's a character, right?
Yeah, he's a character, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't really speak.
Is Christopher
but he
Plummer in
evolves.
that one?
Yeah, he's Charles Muntz. Charles Muntz.
Charles
sorry.
Muntz.
Charles Muntz.
Yeah.
And do we ever? Is there a character? Is there an actress behind Ellie?
Potentially,
Doesn't
but
get voiced.
She doesn't say.
Right.
No, she does in the
as a
beginning
chick,
as a child.
As a child, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. So we're on to my number 1.
We are. I want to know what you think's better than that then.
So
Here we go. Go on then.
it's very hard not to give this film away, though.
Just do the normal. Years,
He is
etc.
very old.
Mm-hmm.
He is grumpy.
Well, there we go.
Is that it?
It's
Is it Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
No.
Okay.
That,
Literally.
no.
The literal
thought it was
sense,
just
he
being
is
literal
grumpy.
with it.
Yeah.
See, I'd watch that less than Up. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yes, I would watch that a lot less than Up.
There you
Yeah,
go.
me too. God, I don't think I've fully watched it. Anyway, go on.
2002,
Yeah.
Yeah.
12A,
Keep going.
Keep going. Yeah.
action adventure drama.
See, I might have thought of this, but go on. Keep going. I need a bit more because there's many adventure action dramas.
I could give this character 2 names.
Okay. But you're not going to?
No, because if I tell you either of them, you'll get it.
Okay.
Right. Looking at
I'm
my
struggling
list.
very difficult
Why is
to
he
give you
grumpy?
anything. He's grumpy because he has lost something.
What?
That is
Has he
part
lost
of it.
his fun?
Well, he has lost his fun.
His home?
What if I told you he's estimated to be 600 years old?
Okay. Yep.
That could be old, but it
Is
does
he a
depend on the
dwarf?
lifetime of one of these things.
Normally, and I can quote this, should have lived to 100, but is approximately coming up to 600
And still lives.
and still lives. Yeah,
not
in
like-
this film.
Is it fantasy? Are we talking
It's
fantasy?
not
Well, it's not
sci-fi, is
real
it?
life, is
Well,
it?
no,
It's
obviously
not,
not.
it's not sci-fi though, is it? You said.
No, I wouldn't call it sci-fi.
It's not like a.
Is he a
not like
dwarf?
Gollum or something?
Oh, very good, Matthew.
Oh, that's what I was going for. Yeah.
It is Gollum.
Yeah, Gollum or Schmeagol.
Schmeagol.
Ah, right.
He's
Yeah.
600. I thought he was younger.
Yeah,
than that.
because he's in possession of the ring for 556
Right.
years.
Oh.
I thought it was going to be. No, I don't want to say. Just you haven't got Lord of the Rings, have you?
No,
I thought it was Gimli. For a little
No,
while.
he is quite grumpy as well.
Yeah.
he is not as grumpy as the schizophrenic person who's lost his
Is he
ring.
not just crazy though?
Right. Now, you think he's grumpy as a character. You not just think he's gone mad because he's been looking for the ring.
He is. I think he has been isolated for an extended period of time. He is
That's
grumpy at the world.
Mm.
I'd say he's angry.
I've picked the second one, Lord of the Rings: Two Towers,
which is
in
where he's
particular.
grumpiest. He's grumpiest in the second one.
Arguably, it's where he gets featured most prominently, and we understand as much about his backstory.
Is
and
this the one is that the one where they find him down deep in the cave?
They find him in the first one,
right.
and then they take the ring and run off,
Deep
and
down
you
in the
just
cave in
hear
The Hobbit
him
as well.
screaming. But then they catch him because
Okay.
he's following them.
I will give you that it does come across as grumpy when he's going all the and he talks to himself.
Personality, yeah. It is
My quote
multiple
was,
personality.
what we need is a few good taters. What's taters, precious? What's taters? I don't know if that's a good impersonation
That
or
wasn't
not.
that bad. It wasn't too bad.
He says, potatoes, roll them, stick them in a stew. And he's basically
Andy
like...
Serkis is with us.
I know, it's amazing.
Column. That's what he
He
does.
basically is talking about that fish, and he's like, give it to me, wriggling.
Yeah.
He
Hits
is
on the head.
he is grumpy as.
I
And
don't-
understandably,
I don't think
because-
he's
I'd say
grumpy.
he's angry.
I think he thinks he should have gone by now.
No, I think he's just nuts.
I think he's loopy.
I think he's loopy. Yeah,
I think Gimli's grumpy.
yeah,
Gimli's not grumpy. He loves his fights.
You
The
can
bits
be-
where he's counting.
yeah. You can be a happy grump.
Oh, but you can't be an angry grump.
You can be an angry grump.
No,
Oh,
you
well,
can
there
be
we go then.
angry. You can be angry.
But I don't think he's a. I don't agree that Gollum's a grump.
He is grumpy.
I think
He
he's.
is
I think he's
old,
just cuckoo.
grumpy character.
He's
So
mad.
why is he
He's
number
mad.
one?
He's mad, sir.
Because of the character and the
The,
film?
the character in the film,
Okay.
yeah.
As in, you'd watch that more than Up.
Yes.
Is that why you put it there?
Yeah,
Oh, I would,
absolutely.
yeah.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Oh, Dominic's now like, oh yeah, I would watch that more.
No, is it? I just don't think he's grumpy.
Just don't think he's grumpy.
Oh, he is grumpy. He
there's a-
screams because he's so
He
grumpy.
screams 'cause he's angry.
No, you're mixing emotions
Do you
here.
scream with...
I think you're the one mixing emotions.
No,
I'm so grumpy, I'm going to
I
scream.
don't think you can classify them separately. I think they can be both at the same time.
I
No,
agree.
I can
He
quite
shows
happily.
he
You
shows
can be at the same time.
angry. He shows anger because he is so grumpy.
When I walk into a door handle
He is never.
and I scream, that's because I'm angry.
Yeah,
'cause I'm
not because you're
grumpy.
grumpy.
There is very little joy we see in him,
Yeah.
and therefore I would say he's not sad.
He's lost a ring.
grumpy.
He's nuts. I'm not going
This
with
might be a
grumpy.
mix, but yeah, I'm not.
No,
Yeah,
when you
I'm
wake up in
sticking
the
to it.
morning and you're grouchy, that's not what he's not
So
acting.
now you're going to claim he's grouchy but not grumpy.
No, I'm claiming he's not grouchy. I'm saying that he's not that grouchy. Like when people say, "Oh, you're grumpy today," and
He's
then
like a
and then
teenager.
you-
He's like a teenager at one point when they're dragging him along, and he's like, "Oh, I can't do it anymore."
I just think he's lost the plot because he's been so isolated.
Yeah,
from
I'm with
everyone
Dom.
else. But
you can have that as your number one. That's fine.
Right,
And
well,
I want people to tell us that he's not grumpy.
and
that
people
he's
will
just
tell you
crazy.
he is grumpy.
If you say name a grumpy character, and they go, "Oh, Gollum,
Smeagol.
definitely."
Smeagol.
yeah,
Smeagol. Right.
whichever one you want to choose.
Now, I'm not being too. That's me holding back
Oh,
recently
yeah.
because Jeremy's not going to like my first one.
Oh, it's
Oh,
not
here
the
we
one I've
go.
got for you then.
It's not. No.
Well, it's not the one I've got for him because he should have had Up on his list. But there you
There
go.
we go. So you had something else for me,
It did, yeah.
right? Well, I don't think it's this. It probably might be. So my number one is a 1989 movie.
Could be.
It is
No, it's
the 8.2 IMDb. In my opinion, the best of the 5 movies.
All the same.
Are we back to Ghostbusters here?
No,
and I didn't
no,
know there was
They're the
five.
same.
Same. There's a franchise. They should have left it at number 3, without a
That's
shadow
another
of a
one I've
doubt.
got.
Did they leave it a period of time before 4 and 5
They
came
did.
back?
They did. They
Okay,
did.
so it's a reboot sort of thing. But yeah.
89.
In 1989, it's a PG. It's 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Are we coming into Karate Kid again here?
No.
Okay.
Should have left it at 3.
They should have
Left
left
it
it.
at
See,
one.
I think when I tell you this, you'll agree. It's set in 1938.
Set during wartime.
Yeah, there's Nazis in it.
Yeah.
There's Nazis in it.
3 of them. There's
Now I've got
5
bed
of
knobs
them.
and broomsticks back.
There's 5 of them.
And because this is my number one, I'm going to give you a quote here that'll probably give it away. I think I chose wisely. No?
That rings bells, but I think you've put me off with all the things you've said so far.
So-
I'm set in the 1930s.
Yeah,
it's
set in the
actually
1930s.
in the late 80s.
And there's 5 of them.
There are
Do-
5 of them
Are they, when was the last one? Do you know, kind of roughly a year?
last year. Roughly.
Last year.
Roughly.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, I can't give you the names.
What?
Actually, I can give you the name. I'll give you the name of the old grumpy character. The old grumpy character's name is Henry.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Go on.
He's he doesn't get called by that name.
He does.
He gets named after the dog.
Well, not
You pick the third one.
not the grumpy character. The grumpy character's called
Oh
Henry.
yeah, we're back to Sean Connery. I know where we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's right. Jeremy's right. He's got it.
Yeah.
Do you agree with me? They should have left it at the third one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The fourth one is out of this world crazy, and the fifth one I haven't seen, but everyone says is far too long.
It's didn't need
Far
to be
too
there.
long. With Sean Connery.
And it's the
third one.
Sean
Connery's
the
only in
old
the third
guy
one.
is going to be the questionable bit here.
Reckon?
Well, he is older than his character is.
The character is definitely old.
Can we tell me what the film is? I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Henry Senior. The main character that the film is named after is Henry Junior.
Okay, I've got it.
What is it?
He picked the dog's
Indiana
name.
Jones.
It is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
I looked at that, but I'm not sure he's old.
What?
I agree
Sean
with you.
Connery?
No, Sean Connery's old.
Sean Connery's the old grumpy character that I have
Okay,
selected.
fine.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. I agree with you that actually Indiana Jones is quite grumpy most of
Yeah,
the
that's
time.
what I thought you were going for. Yeah, but
Yeah, he is a bit, but I
Sean
wouldn't.
Connery's not that grumpy in that film, though. Really, he has
is.
quite a bit of fun in it.
he's stern.
He's very grumpy with.
I would
His
argue
son.
that in
Is that the one where they go in the blimp? Or whatever it is?
I think
Not
he's
the bit B.
disappointed in his son. Yes, it is. I think he's disappointed with his son. If anything, I would say that Indiana Jones is more grumpy with his dad.
No,
You
Why
can't
is his
he's-
dad grumpy?
his dad's just generally grumpy.
not.
He's a grumpy old man.
He's
who's
not
been
because-
He
kidnapped
said it.
and taken on his own, and his son is disappointing him and not getting all the things.
Isn't he long?
He didn't find the Grail himself, and his son. That's another
haven't they
reason
not
why he's
seen each other for
grumpy.
years though. Like I thought they hadn't seen
I
each
think
other.
you're
for ages.
misremembering this, Matthew.
I
No,
thought
he's
they'd not
definitely
seen each
grumpy.
other for a long time, and then he was shocked when he saw him.
Because
in
he's
that
very
film.
jovial when he sees him, because I think he greets him.
I don't think they've seen each other for years.
No, he
Yeah.
doesn't greet him because he first finds him because he's been kidnapped by
Yeah,
the
and he's
Nazis.
quite happy that he's found him.
No, he's not.
And he uses Indiana uses his book in the
I
end
feel
because
like
he's been shot.
they've not talked for a while. That's what I remember in the film.
No, if you need to
They
watch it
haven't seen
back,
each other
he's
for a
very
while.
grumpy the whole way through. I'd advise you to go watch a clip.
All I can see is him smiling in a sidecar, having a good time,
Think of as well the
driving away from
That's all I remember.
driving away from the Nazis.
And them going in the thing I mentioned. Yeah.
I think he's enjoying the whole process.
He's definitely not enjoying it.
No, he
He's
has
happy at the end because of the result,
no.
and he is grumpy.
remember it
all the way
enough. I
through.
can
He's a
remember
grumpy old man.
Bits. That's all I can remember.
I'm not having that.
He is.
I
Of
think
course,
that's
you,
quite,
you weren't
I
going
think
to
that's-
anyway.
I think that's quite a joyful film. I don't
no,
think
it's a brilliant
grumpy.
film.
I don't think grumpy. I would.
Is
call
it?
his
Is it the
character.
best of the Indiana Jones though?
Yeah, for me, yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, agreed.
What, the Nazi one?
Well, the Nazis are in
All
two of them, not
two
in the
of
second
them.
one.
No, they're not in Temple of Doom, are they?
Temple of Doom is technically a prequel.
I like the Gallimar one.
Temple of
That's
Doom.
Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom, yeah.
The Galley.
The Gallimar one.
Yeah, with get your
Yeah.
hand to the chest.
Yeah,
No, definitely it's the best of the three.
it is.
And that's where they should have stopped.
That is where they should. And that is why it is at my number one because
don't like the
because I
Diamond
like
Skull?
the movie quite so much. Sorry,
You don't like the skull, the Diamond Skull one?
not a fan of that one.
I said
It's
it's out of this world terrible.
Yeah.
It's-
okay.
Yeah, I'd rather not talk about that one.
Is that
at
the one
this
with
point.
Kate Blanchett in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Best bit.
Shia
She is.
LaBeouf in that one as well.
So hold on, we all
Yes.
agree we like that one, but we don't all agree that that's a grumpy character either, and that's okay, Matthew,
I
because
don't remember
we
it being
have
grumpy.
different.
Yeah.
I think he is grumpy. You need to watch. And you'll see
Okay.
he is grumpy throughout,
Well, I'll tell you what,
mostly
We'll-
with Indiana.
we'll leave it there because I think we've come to a natural conclusion there.
Good.
Some
Yeah.
disagreements, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Not about
Um,
mine because you haven't seen them.
Yeah, well, Matthew hasn't seen any.
That's
of
the
your
other
films.
technique.
We've talked about the bonuses, except for Dominic. What was the film you picked for Matthew?
Scrooged.
It was on my honorable mentions list.
I thought you might go for Scrooged.
I picked Snatch for you with Bricktop.
Yeah, no. I didn't want to use it.
Oh, that's angry, not grumpy.
Well, but it doesn't mean that I didn't think Dom might not go for it.
okay.
Not the mule. No.
No, not the mule.
So have we got? And keep it reasonably short. Honourable mentions. Can I just say I would rather discuss the typecast people. The people that I kept finding was Michael Caine.
Yeah,
Could
Christmas
be
Carol.
arguably.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, J.K. Simmons is a great one. Tommy Lee Jones He can be angry.
Yep.
Bill Murray plays angry people.
Yeah.
We talked about
as well.
and we talked about Jack Nicholson. Michael Douglas, you could argue, plays some.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I agree with that statement.
How about Peter Capaldi?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what films he's in.
Peter Capaldi.
Yeah.
In the Loop.
Paddington.
That's how I know.
He is grumpy in that.
Grumpy in that.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't go for Paddington though because I've already picked Paddington.
Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, Donald Sutherland's character. Yeah,
he's pretty
Hunger
mental.
Games, he's my mention. Yeah, but
I
Christmas Carol I've got in general.
I think that's pretty much.
Ebenezer Scrooge. I think he's just
the one I argued with myself was Steve Martin in Father of the Bride.
He's not grumpy in that. No, he's definitely.
He is grumpy at times. I mean,
just
understandably though, because they rack up a bill that's ridiculous.
What about Coming to America? What about the King in Coming to America? He seems grumpy.
Joffrey Jaffer.
Or the other one I had was the boss from Beverly Hills Cop that just shouts all the time.
I can't remember that.
Axel F.
I had Patrick Stewart in Logan, but I definitely knew you'd go down he's got dementia sort of road.
Logan's probably more grumpy.
Yeah,
grumpier.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the dad in Peter Pan as one of my honorable mentions.
That's more annoying characters, isn't it?
Yeah, there were lots of dad characters. Dad in Clueless.
Yeah.
He's not grumpy.
The dad in 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oh, he's just miserable. I don't think he's grumpy.
No,
well, I didn't go with him.
He's protective. He's protective. He's not grumpy. Yeah,
and not an old one, but in Nativity, Mr. Madden. He's very
he
grumpy.
is grumpy. That's actually a good
That's
shout.
why I didn't put him down.
Yeah,
I thought, not quite
he
old.
was young at that point.
So the film we didn't talk about that I would like to is that in the film Lethal Weapon, Donald Glover is clearly supposed to be grumpy.
Yeah, but
and he says, "I'm too old for this stuff," and he is 41 in that movie, which means apparently that means I'm old.
He played a 41-year-old.
The 41-year-old that kept saying, "I'm too old for this."
Yeah, but
stuff.
I'm not then. I'm not too old.
No,
for
not
this
yet,
stuff.
Jeremy.
I can still do the stuff.
You can still be shot at. Yeah.
So there you go. That's why I was classifying that 41 might be the point at which you become old.
I think you've got to be over 50, but 54 to be precise.
I've got 60.
Yeah, I think that's a good. I think it's a safe area to be. Right. So what I need from you, in order of Dominic, myself, then Matthew, is your summary of your top fives.
So number 5 was The Upside. Number 4 was The Mule. Number 3 was A Man Named Otto. Number 2 was Kubo and the Two Strings. And number 1 was Up.
My number 5 was Meet the Parents for number 5. Fences for number 4. The Rock for number 3. Up for number 2. And Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers for film number 1.
My number 5 was Archimedes from Sword in the Stone. Number 4 was Jack Burns from Meet the Parents. Number 3 was Patches O'Houlihan from Dodgeball. Number 2 was Alma Madrigal from Encanto. And number 1 was Henry Jones Sr. from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
And so it's now over to you to tell us whether we're right, wrong, indifferent, whether we understand what grumpy is, whether Dominic and I can read, because we didn't pick characters, we picked men. And we just
men are characters, to be fair.
Yeah, but it does limit you.
Yeah.
I mean, I had in my honourable mentions even things like Marlin out of Finding Nemo is pretty grumpy, but I can't pick him because in what I created was
he's not a man.
He's not a man. He's a man. He's a fish.
I went straight to man. Yeah, I don't know why.
There's a lot in Disney actually, if you look at it. But there we go. But anyway, thank you very much for listening. If you want to get in touch with us, you can at Top 5 Films That, and let us know what you're thinking.
Thank you.
Other than that, it's thank you very much.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. Bye.